Good day, everyone. Hi, you're speaking to Mantata Lutswalo, aka Mrs. Ma'am. And today's topic is how to become a better student. And that is by using a very tricky trick. One I bet you didn't know, and it's called the curriculum. Let's roll it. So this is a part one of the video because of course there are many ways to become a better student, but I'm specifically starting with the curriculum because I believe that it's where every student should be starting, and you will understand why at the end of this video. Okay, what is curriculum? Well, curriculum is a set of knowledge and skills that every student should know at a specific grade in a specific subject. So all this knowledge and skills that they need to acquire are included in what we call a curriculum document, or you can call it a curriculum booklet. That's the simplest way I'm going to define it. And you guys should take note that in most of my videos, I'm going to try to be as simple as possible. So online or maybe on a dictionary, you might be finding some other complicated definitions, but in simple terms, a curriculum document is just a document that shows what kind of knowledge and skills that a specific learner should acquire at a specific grade. That's it. What? Knowledge and skills you should acquire for the year in that subject in that grade. That's it. So on my screen right now, I'm going to show you how the cover looks like. Each and every subject has a curriculum document. And usually what you would find in that curriculum document is one book with 3 different grades. For example, if you can get a curriculum document for maths specifically, and then you're going to find a grade 10 section, a grade 11 section, and a grade 12 section. And inside, you get to see what you're going to be doing for the whole entire year. Topic by topic, subject by subject, and also the timeline. I feel like that's one of the most important things, the timeline. You're going to know what you're going to be learning at a specific timeline. So you can know that, okay, I'm going to be doing this specific topic at this specific time and choose to be ahead. So that's one of the reasons why I want you guys to start there when you want to become better students, knowing your curriculum. Because if you know your curriculum, you get to see an overview or the vision for the entire year, and by the end of the year, what you get to see the goal and get to say, this is what I need to achieve by the end of the year. I don't know, it just gives you a different mindset when you know the curriculum for the year. Because when I was back in high school, I didn't know any of those things. You just find out in class, sit down, you find out in class, today's topic is this. But I didn't get a chance to really know the curriculum and be guided on what subject, because all I would have is a textbook filled with work to do, and then you'd be scared that what if I do this work and then this work is going to be done in September, and currently it's April and I'm studying work that's going to come out in September. I missed out on work that could come out in May. So the curriculum document helps you with that, to see the timeline. What do I mean by timeline? You get to see January we're doing this, February we're doing this, March we're doing this, April we're doing this, May we're doing this, June we're doing this, July. And that is standard for the entire country. It's a guideline for all teachers. That's what they use. And also you get to see when your teacher is behind through the curriculum, because you can ask your teacher, by this time we were supposed to have covered this subject. I'm a bit worried because the national paper follows the curriculum and assumes that all of us have covered the work that's on the curriculum. Let's say they put topics down for 6 months and you know already. Another good thing about the curriculum, guys, it's like you're getting a scope for your June exam. Like, you can just study ahead, like legit. It's standard. That's what they're gonna use. Remember, people who set exams are led by something, and they're led mostly by the work that has been covered. So you find that your mind is empty and you want to practice. You get to know ahead that, look, this is what needs to be done. This is how I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's that. Please take note that I said that in each of my videos, I'm gonna try to be as simple as possible, because currently we live in a world that is full of information, but you don't know how to separate or serve the information. So I'm gonna force to be as simple as possible so that you understand me clearly. And if I'm not clear, you can comment down below to ask for more clarity. Okay, it's allowed. It's our channel, it's our platform, it's for you, it's to help you, so you can go ahead and ask anything that you don't get, not just for this but for the entire view. Now remember, I said a curriculum is knowledge and skills that you're supposed to acquire at a specific grade, that you are expected to acquire at a specific grade. And so how can this document filled with so much information help me to become a better student, is the question you might be asking yourself. I got the juice. Okay, now remember, I defined what a curriculum is: a set of what? Knowledge and skills that you should acquire for the year as a learner. And I also described to you that inside, for all subjects, these documents are available, and for different grades, so you get to see the timeline of what you're supposed to be learning at a specific time and at what time. Correct? Great. So now how can this help you is the big question. Number one, you have an overview of everything that you're supposed to learn for the year in that specific subject. So that means that you won't be behind, and you will know when you are behind. You'll be aware and see how to tackle that. And also it can help you be ahead and do better and ask questions often. When you are ahead as a student and you know what you're doing, it's like it also encourages the teacher. You get a different response, you get different feedback. It's not everyone who learns the same. Some people are slow, some people are quick. So some of you guys, it's not that you need just one lesson in class. You actually need to pre-read what's in your textbook, and then after you do that, go and ask ma'am the questions, or you read before the lesson starts, that by the time your teacher arrives at the topic, you are aware and you tackle it accordingly, and you ask the questions you had while you were doing it alone. Number two, you get a major idea. You get an idea of when all your major assignments will be coming up, so you get to prepare beforehand. Like for example, with me back in school, I don't believe I was a quick learner. I had my strength and I had my weaknesses, but most people are very good at cramming and working under pressure, but some students are not really good at working under pressure and at cramming. Neither of those were my forte. So I like being ahead. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like we should have been told about this, because I would have known all the assignments that I was gonna get, and especially the major assignments. I was gonna know where they're positioned and what I needed to ask beforehand. So the second thing that this will help you is you will know all the major assignments that will be coming up at which specific time. The third thing is that it can help you prepare for tests beforehand and exams also, because you know what's gonna be included, or you have an idea of what's gonna be included in the exams. So when you know or have an idea of the kind of topics that will be covered by a specific timeline, you can already tell that we only reached May and this exam is in June. So according to this curriculum, these are the topics that should be covered until May. So if I'm free before the exam, I can still prepare for the exam, or I can still prepare for the test. beforehand. And then also that helps you get an advantage in terms of preparation. Also, you get to be relaxed and not really agitated, and you will see there will be a huge difference because you write freely because now you know what you're doing. And also the fourth thing that I feel like will also give you an advantage is the fact that during holidays you actually know the work that will be covered in the next term, and if you would like, you can start preparing and looking into it. And the fifth one, this information will help you enjoy lessons more. Why? Because if you know what's going to be happening and you actually have an overview, it means that your interaction in class, it increases. Your interaction in class increases. The way you even ask questions now changes. Everything changes now. Lessons are no longer a burden, or you trying to quickly figure out what is the teacher saying. Like that pressure of I have to know what she's saying or he's saying or it's over. That pressure is out already as soon as you know your curriculum or your syllabus for the year. These are tips I believe that I should have found out when I was a student, because I needed this, because I was a student that really works on understanding. I was horrible at cramming. So I like preparing way before time, and this is for such students who need to prepare way before time but you don't know what to prepare. A curriculum can help you through that. So that's why you need to know it. And then most of the parents call it syllabus. It's true. Yes, it's still, yes, curriculum slash syllabus. So that's what it's called. So look, if that's the reasons why you guys should know what a curriculum is. Okay, at the moment, I also know that you find some of my colleagues are watching. I'm referring to all the teachers in South Africa. So you can also add on the comments what are the benefits of actually knowing the curriculum. Tell the students why they also need to know the curriculum for themselves and what you think it will help them with. Just like us as teachers, it helps us to see if we're still on point and not behind. I share some of the things that you believe that students need to know it. Like, why do they need to know it? Because those are my major reasons. So your question now might be, okay, ma'am, Mrs. Ma'am, we hear you. How do we get this curriculum document? Good. So I did a how-to video on how to get a curriculum document so that you can view all these things that I'm talking about, to get to see and have one in your room with you in your house, so that you can view all these things that I was talking about. There's a how-to video that I did that I believe that you should look at. But if you feel like you don't want to go through the video or wait for that video or know how to do that, you guys can go to That's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed that episode. And yeah, next week I'm gonna be talking about how they get to your report marks, how actually to know what counts, when you're in class, which test counts, which assignments count, that make up your report and final mark. This one is going to be an eye-opener because most of you don't do certain assignments or don't take certain tests seriously, and that affects your final mark and your final results. That's what we're going to be tackling next week. So do stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe and share the video with everyone you know and you believe it can help them. Thank you so much, guys. Signing out from Mrs. Ma'am. Mwah.